Hold on, baby. Yes, indeed. We got to do our due diligence.
Listen to music.
We can listen to music strictly. We can listen to music. We're just letting everybody know that we about to be here. We about to be we about to get the show rolling tonight, right?
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So let us get our stuff started so we can show people what we're trying to do for 2026. Ain't that right, Sugar?
Yeah.
That's right. My favorite girl. Hope y'all understand.
I can't believe the ice is back.
Yeah, it's back. Yeah. It's back. Let me get our camera settings right. Okay, so
Whatever you say.
oh,
And where do you read?
they can be absolutely, my love.
I'm just going to sit here.
Okay. All right. All right. We back on the Willis Podcast, and we got Nova D with us.
Hello.
Hey, there you go, my love. That's what we is. Come here. So we finna listen to some music. We're gonna have some fun with you guys. And when you gonna look at the camera right here. This the camera right here, baby. That's the camera. Say hey to the camera. So yeah, Nova and I finna have a good old time to show y'all, how to really just be. But we're gonna start out with T.I. got a new album. We love Atlanta. We live in Atlanta. My baby was born in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So we about to do some stuff like this right here. Check it out. Hey. All right. I tell man, you what the phone been waiting on, I guess. This game's over. Bring a hustle, nigga. Hey, you ain't on this shit, so what you know, huh? Yeah. Hey. Wait's over, nigga. Hey. One for the money, two for the show, y'all. Three for the niggas hanging on the low, y'all. Know a picture worth a million words, I'ma show y'all. Temple focus on my family before all. Without the grades, I'm the closest thing to both y'all. Mine is the testimony, say it ain't so, homie. Hey, shout it like that, don't you? We're a hot on my job, I got a bright back on. Oh, step back, brush myself off. Pick me back up right where I left off. I can show my dough, that other guy just talk. Hey, where I live just as big as your project, dog. Hey, better check my swagger, how I walk, how I talk, how I stack that show. What I drive, how I dress, nigga, let's just better all stacks on that, nigga, I'm just better. Somebody better tell them mine. They swag, oh my swag, everything. So why is it so cool to be the child of Danny D. the Willis Podcast? Why is it so cool, Ships? Because I put you on YouTube?
Yeah.
And you love Danny?
Yeah.
My precious angel, this is, the thing is, when you have a very, come back in the camera, but come on. So when you have a, look at it right here, don't look at yourself, look at the camera. So when you have such a precious honor roll, super certified citizenship, reading excellence, you're talking about excellence that's being developed at its greatness, at its finest. So this is the celebration of the show tonight. Let me put it on us. Put the camera on us. Me and my the beautiful one, Miss Nova. Nova. She's the future. She's my child is the ruler of my empire. Absolutely. So the thing is, when you have such a valiant being that you can create, and they become such everything that you could ever wish for, ever dream of, and they just do it. That's she's my future. She's my future, and she's her own future. But she does what she wants, how she wants, under guidance, leadership, excellence, and with her vision. Ain't that right? Don't you do how you want? Don't you get to make up your mind? Does anybody think for you? Who thinks for who? You let that be known, don't you? Does daddy think for you? Does mommy think for you? Who thinks for Nova? Nova. Say it.
Me.
Say, tell them who. I can't tell you what to say. Go ahead and say what you want to say.
I think for myself. I think for myself.
Why do you think for yourself? Because that's how you was what? Speaking of Mike.
Born.
That's how she was born. Yeah, perfect imperfections, my gorgeous sweet. You ready? You done? You good? You want to say more?
No.
That's it? Give me
Yeah.
5. I love you.
Thank you.
All right. She just had to show her prowess and who she is as I say, the great one, the future of what I'm saying. I love my child. She brings a light and a shine to my face. But with little ado, let's get the intro going. Let's go. We're back. Let's get back on camera. Let me get my shit back situated like it need to be. Give me a second. Every time I try that shit on this, it just don't. Man, this shit just don't do right. Damn, I don't know why I don't do it. But it just don't. So let me get myself let me get back right with you guys. Let me get straight. Let me crank up the camera again. This shit crazy. I hate when that happens. But anyway, we have to start the show. And I love the intro. I know you guys do too. So I'm right here. I'm back. How you guys doing, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, we are back with this podcast and the show. We are an official year in. Yeah, straight up, man. So we finna rock out with some Tip again. Tip got a new album coming. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna go ahead and play some music. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some talk, but we're gonna talk about a lot of shit. But we're gonna have fun. Listen, Tip, I know I'm early because tomorrow's Monday, so I'd rather do an earlier show. Come on, earlier than later. So yeah, here we are. We about to do a show, but we got to give respect to once upon a time, all the time, throughout the Willis podcast, we always celebrate artists that we truly admire and think that are superb, like above average, better than average, like. One rapper that will always remain in my top 3, Jeezy top 5, Tip top 3. So you understand. This is how I go. Love you, Jeezy. But I love all of my hip hop artists, all the people that I fuck with for real. But Tip will continue to be top 3. Sometimes he won, but dig this. We're gonna talk. Clear and plain to see you steady me on my home. To the point in my sway, need a bodyguard. I like to thank you boys and all of y'all ought to be having y'all swag sending mine to the apology. Impossible to me, I see that me. What's the possibility? Stop seeing that me. Hardly want another beam. Step up to the guillotine. Get decapitated. Don't see how happy you rappers made it. Say goodbye to the fame and fortune. Say la vie. On the game, me with you, nigga, they got me. I ride through the city so clean, see pretty low. Automotive business so pretty, but I'm in it though. No comparison, ain't a nigga more thorough in this gangster American flow. Doper than heroin, king like Evelyn. Champagne rain, so the rain never let you refrain. Oh, that was me.
Fair use, fair use. Check it out, man. Tip. Paper Trail's album was so fire. We gonna run through some shit on it all because this motherfucker did so much fire ass work when he did this album. Shit was crazy. I'm gonna go off camera for a little bit because I want y'all to think about where you were when he was creating such a fucking masterpiece. Paperwork was that motherfucking work. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna keep playing.
Objections overruled, it's overruled, it's overdue, I'm so high, over you saying God you see in the streets is as fly as here in the booth. So don't be surprised when you meet me to see I'm really the truth. Oh, so uncool, nigga who want proof. Must agree to shit I did, can't no one undo. I stay on my point too, nigga who want to turn a branch into a brawl. Do what you gonna do. I'm like hot as a bitch in here, still cool as a virgin here. This year I'm on a mission here. Think that was something. Listen here, rubber for the hell of it. Hella rich, never have to sell a brick again. Must I tell a bitch again? The bullshit I'm addressing, check I'm on some next level shit. Never been fucked in the game, I'm celibate. Rarely out my element, barely out the ghetto with. One foot out and one foot in, intelligent as fellas get. Listen, let's settle it. Microphone back 7 years, still a nigga with one ahead of me. You should have been a blessing if you get to stand next to me. 5-star general, OG veteran, cake like enemy. Blowing that settlement, stand there, cash like they get and straight. Every single day they have to deal with that heavily. Bracket to your 70, still ain't no catching me. Put it on my pumps, big deal and Beverly. Be standing on the top, still after they bury me. Jones in the house, I'm stuck up, arrogant. Ain't got long, hot songs, best cherishing. I wanna try mine, that's over. Benito, you can't do it back like a free throw. Bow, bow. How the nigga think that he could see me other than the magazine covers of the TV? No, I sold more mixtapes than the CD. You waiting on your big break, between you can make me. Ain't for a DC, hold me low. I've been out around the globe like a god. How they treat me, boys see their knees, eyes closed when they greet me. Mouth wide open, jet begging me to ski, yeah, the deep sleep, stop dreaming. I'm 6 out 10 for 10 years, I've been by, I've seen it. The limelight's mine, I'm gleaming, beaming. That's why I say I'm king, bitch, I got my ring. I'm so frustrated, so chilly. All on my mind is to get more millions. Niggas talk shit, that's silly. I'm sorry, you can find that really. I'm in it, nigga, I'm in it. Hey, right in this city, clearly. I'm so busy. What niggas get on? Piss off. Me and mine all take time to pop a lid on. Shit all over the way. I got some shit. I'm sick of your fucking mind. You figuring out my piss off. Never cool down till scorching. Minimal injury, though they should be maximum misfortune. Number one hand down, blood paint portraits. Everybody thinks you stink like horseshit. Full of chicks on some girl next door shit. Okay, but one sell 30 meal like a store queen. Of course, this case smokes up my endorsements. Tripled up on real estate, still buying more shit. We still bankrupt, according to your sources. I'm still kicked up along with more reinforcements. Talk shit up from the light to the rooftop picture. The hottest nigga rapping since 2000. So about me, best ass about me. I'm not a fucking mind, need counseling. Please don't doubt me, trust me. Drama ain't nothing. It's all right, things. It's a lifestyle. Living like a station, when rappers be battling, I'm
See that goddammit.
So extravagant, Mandarin, Oreo, on a worldwide traveling, hip-hop champion for real though. Couldn't fuck with you, wanna see a whole nigga was stand up. Some shit, all on my mind is to get more millions. Niggas talk shit, that's silly. Sorry, you find that really. It's it, nigga, I'm in it. I don't know about do shit when I'm running to it's me now, in this city, clearly. King, bitch.
Y'all ain't ready for tip yet, man. I'm telling you. This gonna be a heavy loaded tip show. So this is all we're gonna play tonight. This is all we're gonna be fucking with when we talk about our shit. So anyway, it's an anniversary show. So I'm letting you know I ain't playing with none of y'all. I'm sick of playing games. Now I would not be responding to a lot of you lames. Yo, it's up for you. The reason why is because the Willis podcast is about to step extremely up. So if you want to get down with the real team, the real game, the real pulse was what's going on in the world, what happened in history, what happened with us. See, the problem is people don't understand that Black Americans, we have a love affair with each other right now. We understand we all we need, man. We ain't tripping. You call us violent, all this old crazy, wild, ridiculous type of claims that you have on us, but it's all somehow propagated fabrications. Yeah. See, everything that you have ever tried to do to us, we figured out how to just move forward. We outran every disdainment. We've outran every single solitary label that was assigned to us. We showed ourselves, we improved ourselves, we validated ourselves. We ran a country underneath. We let people make money so that they can feel comfortable with themselves. Do you understand they used to give Europeans rifles and guns and say, if you want to go out there, hey, take these pistols with you. Take that rifle too. People like here, people that's already here don't like you much. Don't like you much. So that had to be the majority of dark-skinned aboriginals because we already know the Siberian, when they later came, was schooled to intercept our specific glory. So, when you look at, these are paper trails, pimp. The anniversary show is one thing. See, I do shit like a mask too. The real name of the show is Paper Trails, like Tip came up with that album. One of my favorite T.I. albums, like I said, Tip Harris is my top three. T.I. is my top three. I mean, I don't know why people act like he is, like he ain't who he is. I mean, like the nigga say, 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. I'm 6'2", 190, 200 on my best day, 200 pounds sometimes. 185, I like to walk around, but I get heavy sometimes in the winter. But dig this. When his music came out, I had to purchase it because I'm like, he's saying everything that's actual in life of how I see it. That made shit palatable. He made hip-hop music palatable for a cat from the South like me from Southeast. He called himself the king of the South. I said, shit, he talk about king shit that we really go through. He had the most leveled voice with what the average, or not even average, with a player, man, with a motherfucker that got a swag to him, and how he really get down, and how life really get down for him. That's the kind of music he was making. Jeezy, same thing, but Jeezy was on the Snowman. Tip was a trap nigga that really so dope and really did have them bitches. Like, there's a lot of different type of trap cats, man. It's like some people be on that dope money. Some people like Dro. Dro's so sophisticated with the rap. I'm so happy he focused because we going Dro next show. We got to do Young Dro next show. I love Atlanta, so I got to play the music that really represents a lot of the shit that I've done in my life and my phases. I was in them streets for real though. So I'm not a pussy cat. I'm not a pussy nigga. I was really in them streets. I was in the strip clubs. I was in the streets. I was everywhere the women was at. That's how I was. That's how I spent my time. I was a consultant. I made a lot of money peddling computers. Shit, for real. All over the Southeast. As a matter of fact, I'm not saying Danny D. Yeah, that's me. Peddling computers off the Southeast. Somewhere between Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Louisville, Kentucky. I built AT&T call centers pimping. I was that dude. So that's why the Southeast know me. They came. Hey, that motherfucker got a job making that kind of money. He was consultant. He was making that kind of bread when he was in his 20s, early 30s. That's how I got my money for real. I wasn't no scam. I always got my pay. Hell, I done bought 3 fucking houses. 3. Before I was damn, well, 45. I was 41 when I bought my last. Yeah, I could buy another one if I want to. I might. But I'm just saying that's the kind of prowess and effort and that's the way I do. That's how I carry myself. That's how I get down. That's the way I live my life. So this next song, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it too. Let me keep playing some Tip, man. We vibing. This is a vibe. It's a whole motherfucking vibe. We gotta play some music that I like. I fuck with it. So it's a whole vibe. Chill out.
I got everybody sweating me. On the streets is people who won't rest unless I rest in peace. Kill my phony ego, still in my sleep, they breaking me. Paranoid stressing me, ain't nobody protecting me. I'm dealing with the pressure from my partner dying next to me. There's no one's arrested, they coming for me eventually. This was all things that I was going through mentally. This could be the reason I ignored the penitentiary. I mentioned in New Orleans, niggas coming in the city, killing all summer long, ain't nobody pay attention. Now is it hard to understand if you listen, either die, go to jail? That's a hell of a decision. But I'm wrong and I know it. My excuses are to it. I'm just trying to let you know that I ain't think I had a choice. I had straps in my ride, I gotta go to prison. You ain't no need to die, you gon' be waiting for a minute. Boy, I'm ready for whatever. Somebody better tell them how to know. Everything's hell, I say goodbye, understand building. I will ride building, cause niggas out there plotting to rob me and kill me. 500,000 areas spent on security. My future war bright, but now it's getting blurry. Niggas in a hurry to find me and bury me, but surely God will deliver me about it. I'ma fight up to the heart, I'll forever be about it. I'ma father to my sons, that's it in my community. Look all that I done, I could outweigh the negativity. Mentally, I was focused on my living history repeat itself. That's why he was getting that facility. I'm rolling low and now my disrespect to all of the publicity. Was anyone considering my position and the logic hit my decision? But they call me when I'm down on the prison. Is it that hard to understand if you just ain't even die? Go to jail, that's a hell of a decision. But I'm wrong and I know it. My excuses are important. I'm just trying to let you know that I ain't think I had a choice. I had dreams in my ride. I gotta go to prison. You ain't gonna be the guy. You gon' be waiting for a minute. Boy, I'm ready for whatever. Somebody better tell them time to heal when the smoke clear. Everybody's hell. Can't afford a price of money cause it costs too much to play. Something nigga lame and they talk too much. They're wild ready for whatever. Somebody better tell them time to heal when the smoke clear. Everybody's hell. I say when everybody's hell. I say when everybody's hell. I say when everybody's hell. Talk about it more, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like yesterday, everybody got one. We're catching about the rain. You ain't walking by in my shoes, you ain't been a day in my life. You ain't survived shit, I survived. You ain't had to deal with shit, I had to deal with homeboy. You can't motherfucking chill and be possible. I mean, look at folks like Sean Taylor. You know what they said? They said, hey, you had a scrap. You live today. You know what I'm saying? Now, true enough, I was giving all my folks stars, certain much I understand that I ain't cool. But listen, man, I got a house full of kids, a mama and an old lady, who life and my responsibilities. You did that. Now, for all of y'all think I'm just around on some dumb shit.
Fuck you, nigga.
You know I'm smarter than you, man. You know I'm smarter than you, dog. Hey, if you think I'm just being stupid, shut up. I got some motherfucking oceanfront property that I don't sell on. If you believe that, I got a friend in Brooklyn I want to sell you, buddy. Hey, man, real talk. In order to understand my train of thought, you'll have to put yourself in my position. You can't expect me to think like you, because my life ain't like yours. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that, you don't understand me, so I'm done talking.
Raised by popular demand. This is special what's happening to all my soldiers over there in Iraq. Everybody right here. What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got, start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get to them, baby girl.
Hey, Jim, you know the old sugar dad. You trick that tell the girl. I said you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, that sounds on me. Strong, right? Five bottles all night, baby. You can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Yeah, late night sit so wet, so tight. I guess up jet for you tonight, baby. You can go wherever you like. I said you can go wherever you like. Yeah. Anytime you want to, you got the telephone.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm giving tip this $1,000 now. Y'all know what it is.
Yo, I say still I stand. Hey, shawty, yeah, I am. Hey, never had you seen in your lifetime a bonafide southern rapper with a swagger like mine. Facing all kind of time, but smile like I'm fine. Brand with such passion to shine without trying. Believe me, pain is a small thing to a dime. I was born without a dime. I can gut, I climb. Spoke my mind and did stuff one time. At least break his scalp suffer sometimes. So I up and pump grind, make me so sick with it, sick and standing in it, now I had to get. So you up and coming rappers wanna diss, just kidding. I'm officially a realist, point blank period. Whether I still live in the hood or just visit, whatever you can do in the hood, I done did it. That's why the dope boys and the misfits feel it. Just feel it, sitting on this tip with it. I ain't dead, no, I ain't done, no, I ain't still, but I ain't run, still I stand, yeah. No matter what, yeah, I am, yeah. No matter what, but I ain't free, no, I ain't home, no, I ain't home. So yeah, I go, yeah, I go, yeah. No matter what, shout it, yeah, I go. No matter what, shout it, yeah. Lost sights and the magazines tell it. I'm showing me in jail till 2027. Rather see me in a seven, instead of this new McLaren. Gonna take you through hell just to get you to heaven. So even though it's heavy, the load I will carry. Praying and still bearing, winning and still sharing. Apologies to the fans, I hope you can understand it. Like you change your directions, even when you ain't planned it. All you can do is hand it, mistakes when you do is panic. Use it to your advantage, you're born and Saturday managed to conquer every obstacle, make it possible. Even when it's illogical, losers step off an optional. Yeah, they wanna see you shot up in the hospital, but one like the punch is block the camera like a boxer. You feel like the side me out too long. They did a song to make me know that the king did a song, man. I ain't dead, no, I ain't done, no, I ain't scared, but I ain't good, still I stand, yeah. No matter what, yeah, I am, yeah. No matter what, but I ain't free, no, I ain't home, no, I ain't home. So yeah, I know, yeah, I go, yeah. No matter what, shout it, yeah, I go. No matter what, shout it. Even in solitude, they still know how to do. I show you how to do what you do. You ain't got a clue. All you do is follow dudes. Sound like a lot of dudes. I weather whatever storm, make it out without a bruise. I understand why they wear my hands tied. They take shots 'cause if I'm out there, it's a landslide. But revenge has been served as a cold dish. And suckers will get served, nigga, no shit. That's what's understood from here.
I hope you understand the message of the prowess of how a person can have so much resolve, so much to live for, so much to do, but just won't take no for not an answer. If I know I got something that I have to do, it shall be done, it has to be done, it has to be resolved. So that's why, to make the kind of, I don't think people remember because he put out so much of fucking phenomenal music. Clifford Harris, Tip Harris created, you know, for a long time, him and Jay Jeter. I remember being, I think it was 2006, 7, or 8, something like that. And we was at, it was Jay Jeter, I think it was his 30th birthday party because we was at Body Tap. Yeah, it was a Body Tap. This is back about 2010. It's like, man, yo, I know my partners in Atlanta. I haven't spoken to you cats in a long time, but yeah, this my face. This still who I am. This that cat Danny D pimping. This is me. Yeah, if you didn't know me, if you didn't, if you, is that him? Yeah, I used to be everywhere, everywhere. Just living life, being single, having experiences, meeting people, partying. I had no problem with people though. Yeah, I kept my strap. I was cool, but I didn't go nowhere with no problems. I just didn't want nobody to have no problem with me. So, I was on some real gangster shit too. I was like that. I was single. I'm a combat vet. I had to calm down. But man, I'm gonna continue the song. It just when I listen to the music of my era, it brings back memories. It brings back, times and understandings with people that I actually knew. people that I used to fuck with for real, they used to fuck with me. You know, life goes on. Life be life, and we keep living. Let's keep playing this song.
I lost my partner and my daughter in the same year. Somehow I rise above my problems and remain here. And I hope the picture painted clear. If your heart filled with faith, then you can't feel. Hey, wonder how I face years and I'm still chilling easy. Let go and let God deal. I ain't dead. I ain't good. I ain't scared. I ain't good. Still I stand. No matter what, yeah, no matter what, but I ain't afraid. I ain't hope. So yeah, no matter where I go, yeah, no matter what, shout it, yeah, I go. No matter what, shout it.
Super talent on display right here. Tip Harris, y'all. Giving him flowers. I'm serious. That's all I got to say. You right, still laying plus fast to the blue flag. Still he gon' make it rain with the loose change. I feel that way you get the show. That's a damn shame. I feel that way you made for boy, you so damn lame. You complete the same, but this is what you want the shit stain. Disgrace the hate, killer still is such a bad name. You ain't make me my little kid, I'm in the fan lane. Still I hear you loud, clear on your little song. Go, it's this is all I take. Set the thing on, put it back down. Let's see if we can teach these niggas how to act now. Kiss that in, jump back down. I take your ass in, set your ass down. And now I'm in the front, so I never back down. Who get the last now? Sucker nigga, what up? You pay up, you get that. I'm seeing I ain't stopping. So what up? What's happening? How you ready to get at me? Cause I hear and I'm watching, but I'm serious. That's all I gotta say. Sit up here, see the app, that's what I be sucker. South Grand Church Street, the first week of work, when we get into commercial, if you need some church. Hey, what I kill out who you actually saying they ain't heard of me. I'm certified, certainly, them videos ain't hurting me. I still ride with the window roll down, all around that A-town like it's been a whole town. If you ever any questions, niggas spinning on now. Tired of my phone, I surrender no crown. I never bow down, you never say that. Never will you make a son, and whosoever may try. I'm the devil with side, and the fellow way back. Tell him to get shot, don't get yourself out. Cause I am
Real talk, true story.
Yeah, I had to pause for a bit for you guys. What's happening? So, yeah, I gotta make sure that y'all get what I'm playing, though. You know what I'm saying? Hope it ain't coming in too bad. Shit real loud. So, we're gonna get into some more tip. Just had to make sure y'all know where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? With where we at with how we getting down. I want to play his new song, but I don't want to get too much shit over that one. So I'm gonna get into some old, dope tip music that y'all. I hope you enjoy and understand. You know what I'm saying? Because let me go to my other app real quick. I got to go to title. Yeah, let me get. Tip cut the dreads off. Y'all know that shit? Cut the dreads. Well, damn. Let me go to my music. Let me go to my shit real quick because I got other tip music that's on my personal shit. So let me get out of here. Oh no, I need to go to my library. I'm coming, folks. I'm coming. Give me a break, damn it. All right, they ain't giving me those options, goddamn it. Let me see. Shit, I can find it. Shit, acting funny. But anyway, I still know what I can distribute and play. need to get to this album. I need to get to this album. All right, so yeah, I got to where I wanted to be. But the next song I'm about to play is a song that came out when I was 21. Because when you was under 25, literally, staying alive was hard work. When I was 18 years old in Kosovo as a combat veteran in the United States Marine Corps, and then when I came home, I had changed units and went to Quantico, Virginia, one of my homelands, where my people from, with my Pahottans and shit, with my Pamunkeys and shit, with my folks and shit. Even Chris Brown, he a Virginian and he's a Pamunkey. So check it out, man. It was really hard growing up in the early 2000s, even being in the Marine Corps, having a way out, but still being a nigga. Check it out. Tip. Tell him.
When the moon came back till the sun came up, I was supplying the days when they flame up. I'm almost dancing back, trying to explain up. Listen to the bitches like they got my house framed up. Try to understand, it's how we came up. You get to know what you love us, but you can't change us now. Really, rather be rich and famous, but in the meantime, it wasn't the same. Let's go with crack cocaine, in the civil program, ecstasy bag, or whatever you do, man. Time people is representing my own mind. You think we got to kill us for nothing but for no respect. Hey, man, this is doing my job. Hey, let it go like me, she's doing my job. I want to make your life no hard, I'm just doing my job. You really out work, how long you don't care, I can't see. Every time something working up, you let it act me. I ain't always working, don't do it, no increase. You ain't always gonna try to do what I see. We not gonna break it in life, but you feel like we just like staying alive, making it big. I'm working hard, trying to survive, chasing the beat. You niggas talking loud, just make a pussy stupid. But accusations still murderizing. I don't keep hurting my feelings. We got lives, we want to live nice too. We got mom, dad, wife, kids, like you. But I was hell in high school. We held with the red lights and gas bills. So folks you go tell me there's nothing to small words. The other 25 staying alive hard work. Hey man, I'm just doing my job. Hey, let it go like me, just doing my job. I want to make your life go hard, I'm just doing my job. You really out working, I'm doing my job. Open eyes and help you think about the side. When you want business, you need to analyze yourself. Put all that chest down and try to buy some help. I don't get long, blessing the ball. Without you, shit, don't need me fucking y'all. If we can't help because it is like this, won't like it, I want you to feel like this. Always stuck in the grind, summertime and wintertime. Good too, we feel bigger than like every time. See everything, we learn from the streets. Since 13, I've been hustling and earning my keys. Hey man, I'm just doing my job. Hey, let it go like me, just doing my job. I want to make your life no hard, I'm just doing my job. You really out working, I'm doing my job.
shit be jamming, goddamn. Yeah, tip be jamming, man. We're gonna make it a little light on us today. We're gonna do it one time with this one right here. Oh. Shout out to Banner.
Yeah, you know you folks staying down on the road, man. Rolling out with you, Florida, got my A on with a two ball. Hold on, let's tell the DJ. A lot of the real niggas be showing love, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. All the motherfuckers, all the motherfuckers showing love. But I'm go, man. They like, you don't know who I am. Hey, I'm a paying man. I'm a paying time. I'm right for it. I'm in trouble, man. I always in trouble, man. I'm a couple hundred grand. I'm a paying man. Like a one man, baby. These niggas like the Apollo and I'm the same man. Told her 100 grand. Get it in the waist, baby. Looking for a sweet, but this is the wrong place, man. At the time, but it what I care about a case, man. I'm painting the bear in the haze. So take a grace. I ain't caught behind a nigga back. I say it in his face. I'm a thoroughbred nigga. I don't fake it now. Hey, check my resume, nigga. My record got anywhere in the A, nigga. Look as high as respect. I ended MIA, nigga. Trying to keep faces out. Strong rapping, I had it seven. From the bottom up and you ball. Calculated and you y'all. And everybody showing me love. It's with the you all. Nigga. All my Florida nigga, I calculate nigga. My name right there, I see y'all niggas know. Hey, go on, I'm paying, man. I'm paying time, I'm right for it. I'm in trouble, man. I always in trouble, man. I'm a couple hundred grand in his house. I'm paying, man. I'm paying time, I'm right for it. I'm in trouble, man. I always in trouble, man. I'm a couple hundred grand in his house. I'm in trouble, man. Stay in some trouble, man. Some niggas still ain't no shower, but they some troubles, man. Couple man, they love you, that's another man. Some showed upstairs, that's another man. Nigga, your parent got your mind in the moment. Stay down on the grind, put the crime on the phone. I can show you how to juggle anything and make it go. We low real estate, liquor store, we don't control. Your catch you stay on my day, all the game of time. Trying to stay alive, living a lie, stay on my ride. Every take the shit at the time. So we try to die, say we ain't dead. When I see it fine, cause somehow I know it's seeing me now. So I'm doing on my show just like he in the crowd. Hey, turn the lights up for my cousin.
Jam Master J, yeah, man. Chip was that dude. He's still that dude, man. I'm extremely ready for the new album. It's been a while. I think it's been a while, man. I mean, we ready for the new, but we already know you come through every motherfucking time. So we're gonna take it to the second album, Trap Music, which is why when I started my podcast, when I started the Willis podcast, I knew one thing. When I started this motherfucker, I couldn't do one thing. One thing I could not fucking do. Here it is.
Hell no, I can't quit. Hell no, man. That's one thing. You should stay there. Right. I'm this fucking being a star. It's just that close to quitting. I never should have came close to me. But I want to be in position. You're not a politician. Listen, be in my position. It's a rough transition. So when I see the game, to be trying to change. Unfortunate fame, but glad I could be in the swing. I'm 6 feet of running down. This is blessed to bring. I'm off the streets with 7 felonies. I'm blessed to be free. Don't get somebody up in heaven who keep listening to G. Say the this, let's see these. Everything
the game, nigga, nothing to lose.
Things for me, so in the leg and eating the all. That's a dream, Captain Seymour. Travel JT, Rob J. I'm going to be program with JT. Switch labels like KP. You fuck all that shit, man. And I'm rather go back to slave. Love shit. It's a gang of niggas and bitches ready to love this shit. I can't quit. I won't even take the shit. Rappers hate it cause they know all this shit. They don't know I can't quit. Some niggas hating on the money I'm getting. Most of them hate cause I'm fucking it, bitch. I don't care what they say. Some niggas hating on the rocks in the rain. Some of them hate cause they don't think I'm the king. They don't know I can't quit. People hate it when you're better than them. It ain't things all early. They don't win the straight quit. Some years an album, 2 deals for real. We all know.
Be right back, goddamn it. Listen up.
brown side of your shirts, giving you down. Kicking it with you, then get you in your own in the club. Pictures with girls, giving kisses at home. Oh, and I look at your whole face, so niggas is wrong. One of the realest rappers niggas to know. When niggas behave to the point where they be out on the stage. They respect me cause I'm ready and focused. And I see it better than focus. I want you to notice, notice. Niggas in the game ain't real. Gotta stay celebrating cause we fighting ain't shit. And fuck you do this, then they ain't gon' say it and break your heart. I'm really mad. I can't believe it. I'm police hating the shit. Rappers hate it cause they know the shit. Hell no, I can't. Some niggas hating on the money. I'm getting most of them hate cause I'm fucking it bitch. But I can't. Some niggas hating on the rocks and the rain. Some of them hate cause they don't think I'm the king. Hell no, I can't. If I hate it, when you better than them, they ain't start worrying. I can't believe some of the people. Some of the time, some of you ride, but they might not like what I'm like. I see it. I let you criticize me one time. So you think I'm too hot to get in front of the line. Hope you don't like my ego or my arrogant flow. Don't like it when you say I'm tight, I say I really know. Don't like how I talk shit before my average blow. Think you calm down, cause I like the average Joe. So, fuck you the thoughts and the house you think I'm in. Get a bed, not let you a bed. Let that give a fuck how many times I heard the spin. Fuck what you recommend. I'm back again. I can't quit. The police is hating the shit. Rappers hating cause they know the shit. Hell no, I can't quit. Some niggas hating on the money I'm getting. Most of them hating cause I'm fucking it bitch. But I can't quit. Some niggas hating on the rocks and the rain. Some of them hate cause they don't think I'm the king. Hell no, I can't quit. If I hate it when you better than them, then ain't start worrying. I can't quit.
Y'all know that shit. That's all you do. Hey! Yeah, motherfucker. Hey. All right. Yeah. The next song was dedicated to my family. My mother, past relationships, past people, that I don't hate nobody. I love people, man. I'm a very loving human being. I make a lot of commentary, and I think people think I'm a race baiter, and I'm not. I'm just a person that tells you things from a perspective that you have may never seen before. And that should be okay. That should be fine. That should be really educational for you. But some people do not like to accept the fact that everything ain't what you thought it was. Everything is not what you wanted it to be, including me. I promise you, it's a gift. It's a gift to learn new things every day, to gain a new perspective, to have new information. Information ain't bad. You just have to understand what the root cause, what lies beneath, what happened, what was the sum of the equation, how did this happen in the first place. So the thing is, when you understand history and you understand how evil, or you understand how godly, get into the root equation. I Most of the time on this show, I say a lot of things, but I don't have strong conclusions, but you should have your own conclusion. But Tip made great music. So I just think this next song is very, very it's a situational awareness song to help you understand how life don't always go your way. But this is dedicated again to my family, my mother, my father, my sisters, my brothers. I still love you.
Don't hate yourself. I know you really talking with the right now. Don't hate yourself. You hate yourself. I stayed alive, you stayed
right back.
I thought I knew it all. You deserve the best, you think I knew it all. You think I sold your dreams, but what I say I mean. Just take it to consideration. I was 17, I'm still the same man. Just had to change the plan till I catch you back. Fuck away, baby, but I still love you. I still love you. Now, shout I still love you. I gotta love y'all. Hey, kill y'all. Even if you hate me, so hey, I still love you. Now, I can't do that. On the realest shit I ever tried. I never even thought to ask my mom what happened. Just knew that you was living in that happy down the track. We never had a change. It was a different state. But I'll forgive it. You was human and we made mistakes. Tried to make it up, but shit I couldn't make it no. You sent me to the toilet bowl, I didn't take it no. But it wasn't dope. And you wasn't there. That's all I knew was so I grew up like you didn't care. I know it wasn't well, but hey, it wasn't fun. When I was done, it's done. No matter what, I'm still I can care less of none of your other children. I'ma be right there praying you little bit boy. Find out, understand. Hustle and live a thing. Trying to get the cash and turn down and be a thing. You probably never knew, cause hey, I never said it. I'm just like you, I'm stubborn and I'm hard-headed. But now you're dead and drowned, I don't need to tell you down. All I wanted was for you to be what I still love. Cause I feel that you shout. If I ain't told you that, keep it well, I still love. And now.
So anyway, my pops is still alive, so I had to cut that off. You know, my pops done fought for his life. He had dealing with a battling crisis with COPD, but he's defeating it. He's getting the best of it now. You know, by understanding the value of herbs like shit, oregano oil, black seed oil, taking care of yourself, getting proper rest. You know, you can stretch yourself, but at the end of the day, you got to get that back. You got to get it on the back end. You know, it's kind of like how everything works in life. You got to pay those dividends that you do, but you can pay them on the back end. You don't have to keep resulting in the effects of, you know, the effects. So, you know, the reason why, you know, I listen to the great T.I. Tip Harris, one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time, is because his music is relevant even now. 20 years later, that's what I want to do with the Will Is podcast. I want y'all to be able to listen to my podcast 20 years from here and gain, learn, understand, and see how, you know, progress really does mean a lot. And, you know, building a better you. You know, I see a young man, you know, we were around the same age, but a person that is always, you know, trying to put himself in a position to be his best self. He's a prop example of a black man, you know, in America. A lot of people don't like Tip Harris. A lot of people don't like, you know, a lot of people that I'm akin to, but that's fine. That's why everybody has a, you know, and they like who the fuck they like. I admire a lot of people, but when you make, you know, specific type of music, and when you have a product, people relate to a product. You know, just like I want people to relate to the Willis podcast. So I show you my genre. I show you what I gravitate to or what I listen to. You know, what I surround myself and also the external, you know, energies. You know, music is an energy as well, but certain external energies you can gain. You can still value. You can still, you know, get the frame of mind to do like you want to do. So, yo, I appreciate y'all celebrating with me tonight. I would have ran the show a little long, but I think we had a good time. You know, it's been a couple of days since it's been on. You know, I got work tomorrow, and I know you do too. So if you get a chance to watch the show, you get to listen to some music, you get to have a good, you know, a good step into the week. be positive. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to, my European compadres that really are special, and meaning that, you know, thank you for your humanity. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for, being, walking into our arena as Black Americans and being valiant and supportive and appreciative of our struggle, knowing, you know, that you're a visitor, but also you are an American. You are you're true. You're true indeed. So I would just also, tip my hat to the very valiant European, the Latinos that really, and the Asians. People forget about the Asians sometimes, but Asians are, you know, they got a hell of a strong, group of valiant people with, high morals and ethics and values that appreciate people globally. So, shout out to the global humanity that everybody's really, striving to get to. I think that's left out, and I think I'm kind of guilty of leaving that out, as well with my shows. I am not a hater of no one. I love people more than you can ever know and understand, because I have brothers in the Marine Corps that I still commune with. I got people that I love in life. I work jobs with. I have special connections with that I extremely appreciate. Yeah, some of them are white. So I do guard some of the things that I say, because that's why I always try to tell people, some people, but not all people. When I'm talking about anybody, so people that do like to, come against the wheel of this podcast as if, I've ever, specifically attacked one specific nationality of people. You're just a hater and a liar, because that's not something I would ever do. That's not something we do on this show. You got to think about America, when there are no wars. You have to think about people as if you are not in a war with them specifically. You have to meet people where they are today in the present. How are you operating? How would you meet new people? How would you learn new things if you didn't have those opportunities? The problem that I have always told you I had is with ingrates, people that are not grateful, people that are unjust, people that are specifically damaging to the whole of humanity. And sometimes that favor falls more to some more than others. But at the end of the day, we all have a participating element to living your lives, your personal life, and it's okay to connect with people that you don't share a connection with. That's why I don't understand some even Black commentary that come out here and is so against white people, when you have to deal with white people. You have to deal with everybody. Everybody you have to deal with. But most of the time, if you have such a particular issue with such people, it might be you. You may be the common denominator. And it ain't because you're Black either. It's not because you're white either. It's not because you're Asian or Indian or Latin. It's because your ass is you. And you have a particular problem with other people. I do not have that problem. That's shown, known, and proven. So I don't get where people come off as if you can't have friends that are of all manufactured races. I like people for who they are. I'm not so concerned with your race, because if I was concerned with your race, that makes me a hypocrite. That makes me like you. The reason why I don't concern myself with race, because I understand how complicated that consumption could be, and who's who and what's what and how. That's what has already been defined and summed up. But now there's an educational prowess that comes with that too, because what you got wrong, people can now get right as far as understanding who and what they are. You don't get to define who people are anymore, especially when their definition is far more rooted, has a better connotation, and it has a better application, better definition for who they actually are. That's what happens when you allow a person to define themselves that knows themselves. You don't get to pick or choose a person that knows who they are. That's the show tonight, people. I love you guys. I appreciate you for tuning into the Wheelers Podcast. I'm very grateful and thank you so much. But anyway, you know we got to get to my favorite part of the show. You know what it is. The wheel is yours. Be cool, renew, learn, unlearn, and relearn. Peace, my people.